North Korea's economy ranks at the bottom among the world's 200 countries. It ranks fourth in military strength. It has a total of over 1.2 million troops. How does it actually feed these soldiers? Why would it prioritize military over economy? It relies on resource allocation to provide support. It is located in the east of Asia, adjacent to our country and Russia. Its territory is approximately 123,000 square kilometers. Its population is over 25 million. More than 80% of the land is mountainous, with limited flat farmland. Most of it is concentrated along the coastal areas in the southwest. The area is very limited. In recent years, through improved farming techniques, the food self-sufficiency rate here can reach over 80%. However, due to aging equipment and other situations such as restrictions on import channels by international organizations, its food deficit may still exist. This issue was even more severe in the 1990s. At that time, the Soviet Union collapsed and it lost Soviet support. The economy rapidly declined and drought occurred. Food production decreased and famine began to spread domestically. At this time, its longtime rival South Korea had risen. Its military capabilities gradually surpassed North Korea significantly. To consolidate national defense and prevent being invaded, it began to implement the Jackie policy. What is the Jackie policy? It essentially means prioritizing the military, allocating limited resources to the military first. In terms of food, the military can get 60% of the national reserves. In the economy, domestic enterprises of all sizes, they have to hand over half of their profits to the military. It is called a donation of loyalty, and the country will also allocate 15% of its budget to the military. It once occupied people's living expenses. And furthermore, half of its industrial production is also for military service, and it implements a policy of universal conscription. Middle school and high school students must undergo 200 hours of military training per year. Those who join the military can only retire at the age 60. It is because of this policy, North Korea's military development has advanced rapidly, and later this policy has been continued until today. Strive to increase revenue and reduce expenditure, but such results cannot be achieved by relying solely on resource allocation. Other measures are also needed. These measures can be summarized as increasing revenue and reducing expenditure. For example, while the military enjoys most of the grain reserves, it also needs to grow its own food to ensure military supplies. And soldiers, in addition to defending the country, also have to undertake infrastructure work. Their daily working time is about 12 hours. 200 days per year. It can create $1,500 per person per year for North Korea. Each person's economic value is very important labor force within the country. And the military also conducts simulation training to save ammunition, using virtual shooting ranges and simulation launch platforms. This has also led to a very high level of simulation training in North Korea. In addition, he is very enthusiastic about repairing equipment. Take the Air Force as an example. Its fighter jets are already 45 years old. The maintenance method is to replace parts with nuclear weapons. One way is to purchase key components from other countries. Speaker, the way to make up for other components. Speaker, but this has somewhat alleviated the economic pressure. Speaker, it has caused technological stagnation. Speaker, in the long run, it is not a wise move, especially economically. Speaker, because North Korea voluntarily withdrew from the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Speaker, and conducted multiple high-profile nuclear tests. Speaker, the international community has imposed multiple sanctions on it. Speaker, especially economically. Speaker, to break through the international trade embargo, it has started to take. Speaker, trade through third countries. Speaker, using hacking techniques to steal virtual currencies for money laundering. Speaker, and gray market models such as border smuggling. Speaker, to earn foreign exchange. And in recent years, Speaker, it has been a weapons supplier to Russia, and just this one item, Speaker, can bring it about $5.5 billion in revenue. Speaker, but this can only somewhat alleviate North Korea's economic pressure. Speaker, maintain military development. Speaker, it cannot completely reverse its economic backwardness. Speaker, achieve real strength. Speaker, and these methods rely heavily on the outside world. Speaker, lacking stability and autonomy. Speaker, once external interference increases, the supply chain will collapse. Speaker, to truly solve it. Speaker, only by reducing the nuclear threat perceived by the outside world. Speaker, and easing international relations to lift the sanctions. Speaker, in summary, with its current power. Speaker, it is very difficult to maintain such a large military. Speaker, it is nothing short of a miracle. Speaker, but behind these actions lies the exposure of North Korea's technological backwardness. Speaker, and issues such as an unsound economic structure. There are naturally reasons for international pressure here. But it is also related to the competition between major powers within its internal decision-making. It is also closely related. Perhaps actively seeking a way to balance this is the key to long-term development.